About 3 weeks ago, I was sitting down watching TV, and went to kind of stand up, and there was a crack in my neck. Immediately, I started feeling pain on my left arm. It radiated down from my neck to my shoulder to my arm, and it was instantly. I knew something was wrong because the pain was unbearable. Um, I took some Tylenol. I took whatever I had at home. Whatever I had at home, that's what I took at the time. But the pain just got worse over a period of 5 days. Um, I couldn't take the pain. It was just driving me insane. I went to the chiropractor and it made it a little bit better, but it didn't quite fix it. And then something happened, like on the third day, no, the fourth day, that I couldn't sleep. In 2 days, I slept like 2 hours because the pain was so much. Um, Prior to having all this, I was living in the Dominican Republic for 2 years. My kids were studying abroad. So while I was here in the Dominican Republic, I went to the Holmes Hospital to see my orthopedic doctor. And he had prescribed physical therapy. He did tell me that I had I had loss I have loss of lordosis, and that I had problems in my C5 and C6. Um, but everything, because I didn't have, because my neck was straight, it wasn't helping the condition that I had. And I also have scoliosis, which is it's another issue, which I'm constantly in pain. So I decided to go back and see my doctor. I flew to the Dominican Republic, to Santiago, and when I got there, immediately he had MRIs done and he had X-rays, and he said that in my C5, between my C5 and C4, that disc was dehydrated and it had degenerated, and my C5 and C6 as well, like the discs that go in between. So it's the C5 and C6, my cervical C5 and C6, um, and that they were pressing onto my nerve that was radiating the pain into my left arm. I had asked if he would, be able to give me a shot of something to make it better, and he said at this point that would not help because it was basically my discs were completely degenerated, and he showed me the MRI where it was just like I didn't have a choice. I had to have surgery. So immediately we started doing my insurance, the authorization. I had blood work done, and within 2 weeks I had surgery. And so I had surgery yesterday. It was cervical disc fusion, and it was a procedure that lasted about, I'm going to say, 2 hours. It was quick. It was under general anesthesia, and I woke up. I did feel a little bit like in pain, but nothing that I couldn't tolerate. And I did feel my arm instantly. I didn't feel pain in my arm, and I do feel a little bit of tingle and numbness on my index finger, but he said that would go away. That was yesterday. Today I feel awesome. I've been up, walking around. So what he did prescribe lots of medicine to help me feel better, antibiotics, and I'm supposed to wear this brace for a whole month. I can only take it off if I'm if I'm in bed or sitting down. I should have it at all times because if I trip or if I fall or whatever happens, it could be there could be consequences because essentially there's like a little box placed in the disc place, and if you fall, I guess it's not fused yet, so there might be consequences to that. But so the recruit time is going to be a month here in the Dominican Republic, getting better. And then I'm going to go another month wearing this whenever I go out. But I'm not going to wear it at home. I will start my gym back in about 4 to 5 months, and I'm going to start slowly. By 7 months, I'm going to come back, have another MRI, make sure that that my bones are fused with the little disc that was put in place, and it's like more like a little box, not so much like a disc. And then like in the total time of a year, I should be fine. But we'll take it, one day at a time. I'm not going to continue working as much as I used to work. So I'm going to take a year off, basically, just so that I can recuperate